Yes, guys, welcome back to SFeatleyTV. It's that time again, preview, and it's the big one. It's the North London derby. Let's do this.
Balotelli, Aguero! Premier League champions 2016, Leicester City!
Hope to see you soon. Well done. Bye-bye.
Cazorla, Giroud again, Joe Wilson! Here's Gerrard. That's a great strike! McCracken getting closer. Centre. It's Bergkamp. That's magnificent. Van Persie arriving. Oh, what a goal! What a goal by Robin Van Persie!
Yes, guys, welcome back to SFeatleyTV. It's the North London derby preview. Arsenal versus that shit down the road. And because we're playing that shit down the road, I had to drag this guy on. He's an old friend, but he still sports that crap down the road, so I can't be too friendly to him. It's Tommy from Tommy to Hotspur Hood now.
We're changing our name all the time. But yes, mate, it is.
Is that to try and win more trophies?
Yes. Well, I've got you on my show in a couple of hours, and well, Champions League. You're not been in the Champions League too much recently, have you? Well, no, we're not winning trophies. But you know what? This North London derby is a little bit of a trophy in itself, and it's got a lot riding on it. Like the game last year, especially the second game, the reverse fixture last year. A lot riding on this one. Two informed teams.
They say it now because they stand more of a chance for the good team. They say that now. So, bring my co-host Manny in as well. How you doing, Manny?
Yeah, all good. As long as you're fine, I'm fine, and everything's going fine with me. No complaints. Tommy, welcome to you. Anyone who can show up on the show wearing a trilby and having a nice cuppa, top bloke in my book.
Yeah, definitely. Like, I don't know if he's going to try and do a Peaky Blinders at the Emirates, but I seriously doubt it.
Well, you know, the energy bills have gone up, so yeah, it's long coats in the house at the moment.
yeah, don't get me started on that one. Yeah, we got Eugene in the chat. Hopefully, once he gets himself sorted, he'll be joining us as well. Make sure you hit the like button and hit the subscribe button as well. The Hotspur Hood as well. Make sure you check that out as well. What I will do is I'll quickly look that up on the YouTube channel. So
I've already subscribed and I'm following you on Twitter right now. In fact, if you check your Twitter, I've just replied to one of your posts.
Oh, sweet mate. Much love.
Yeah.
Much love.
Right, so I'm just gonna...
Eugene, salam at the tongue to you. Good to have seen you yesterday and glad to see you again today.
Yeah, Eugene's a boy. Eugene's a boy. Love Eugene.
Well, technically he's a man, but I'll get where you're coming from.
Right, so I'm just gonna copy that a couple of times. There we go. Manny, what is that you're drinking there?
It's a type of, it's one of those new energy drinks, which is a lot cheaper than an average Red Bull. It's not exactly effective compared to the stuff you get in cans, but it's just something to help me get down some food. I was actually munching on some lentils, and I didn't want to turn this into an ASMR video, so this gets it down, and then, of course, I have to have my grub after this, so,
yeah, so just going for it, so hopefully be on. Big up, Miss Mill. Miss Melina, don't forget, you for everyone in the chat, she will be on the Watchalong tomorrow for this big game, so make sure you tune in tomorrow at 12 p.m. for that. But yeah, I'm going to start with you, Tommy. Unbeaten at the minute. One of probably two teams that are unbeaten. Man City. But some performances have been maybe a bit lackluster, I'd say. But how do you see it in your eyes at the minute?
Well, we're unbeaten in the league. We did lose. We did lose in the Champions League to Sporting. A struggling Sporting team, a very much struggling Sporting team, and I think that's the order of the day in many ways. So far this season, out of the 7 games, four of the 7 games are in the bottom 4. The teams we've played, 4 of the 7 in the bottom 4. One of them, West Ham, we failed to beat. So it's not, our league position being 3rd in the table is hiding a lot of cracks, if you like, because there have been a lot of cracks, especially in the performances. Very, very fortunate. The toughest team we played so far this season is Chelsea. Very fortunate to come away with a point there.
You were very lucky in that game.
West Ham should have beat us. Quite frankly, we drew against them as well. And poor performances against the likes of Wolves and Nottingham Forest. They battered us at certain points. So yeah, third is a lot better than it seems, if you like. A lot better than it seems. But do you know what? I'm not going to talk about you just yet. But I think we're almost in a similar boat, because looking at your fixtures, I mean, you've had Man United, the toughest fixtures. Man United didn't exactly play well against them either. So we're very much in the same boat.
Yeah, definitely. At the minute, we're in the same boat. And people say it's the fight for first.
Well, your performances have been better, right? But
some of our performances have been better. I would say the Brentford game was very good. United, that was just typical Arteta. Let's wait until something goes wrong, and then we'll react and make it even worse for ourselves by reacting too late. But that's probably where the main worries are starting to spurn from for this game. But we'll get into that further in detail. Manny, how do you see it from your point of view?
Well, if you want me to speak about Tottenham, I would say that Tommy's pretty much being a bit harsh, because the best sign of a good team is being able to win when you're not playing very well. And let's not forget that at the start of the season, the team's still looking to find a little bit of cohesion, a little bit of smoothness, if you will. And so grinding out wins is nothing to be necessarily ashamed of. I mean, we weren't teased about being 1-0 to the Arsenal for nothing, Ironically, that was a song that was played when Tony Adams was going on Strictly. So I would say that your team actually looks quite good, and I think you've shown, yes, it was against Leicester, and yes, it was against the Southampton team, but you have shown that you have the ability, when your offense is on song, to truly run right. And I think your midfield and your front line could very well be the envy of a number of other teams in the Premiership, if not ours. And midfield is where the battle could be won. So you talk about papering over cracks. We haven't exactly, done enough to say that we've gotten over the malaise of not performing against the smaller teams as of yet, because any slip-up can happen any time. And in the first big test that we had, Stephen summed it up. It wasn't just typical Arteta, the tactics. We also, I believe, showed a little bit of naivety in the way the players approached the game. And that is also going to be a part of our learning curve going forward this season. But I do believe Tottenham will be a challenge to some of the top teams this season. I think he will challenge for the top 4 and maybe higher. And under Antonio Conte, who worked miracles last season, don't discount his ability to get a performance out of you boys. He's done it last season.
He worked miracles. He worked miracles, but you boys threw it away to get into the top 4. Yeah, you certainly did. You threw it away as well.
Control what you can control, though. Yes, we did throw it away, but you had to beat us as well. So you more than did your part.
Yeah, let's try not. I'm trying not to go back. I'm still getting nightmares. Yeah. I mean, this game is going to be difficult in so many ways, and I think the main problems are going to stem from that midfield area. I mean, I don't know how your midfield sets up, Tommy, but ours.
Is Partey back?
They're saying he's fit, but then they classed him fit like 2 years ago, right? When we wanted to play you lot. And then what happened? We decided to push him back on the pitch when he was injured, right? So he's not, even if he was fit, he's not like been playing every week, match ready at the same pace. So, yeah, our midfield is it's very weak at the minute. Vieira's done a decent job coming in, but that's two. He's had 2 games, and this is the North London derby, right? So, you never know. We might use the photographer man to do the inspiring team talks. So, I mean, how shit does Espirito Santo had to be to get beaten by that? I mean, seriously.
Lucky to get a go as well, to be honest with you.
Yeah,
Very,
big
very
up, big up, Eugene. How you doing, my friend?
Yeah, I just got home from work, right? So had my shower. I'm actually just having dinner now while you're on the show. While being on the
No
show.
worries. No worries,
Eugene,
no
long
worries.
time no see, Eugene, man.
Hi,
What's going on?
Tommy. How are you? Yeah, long
Not
time
too
no
bad,
see.
not too bad. Yourself.
You know, once you have work, right? You don't have time to do the 3-4 a.m. morning shows anymore.
No, of course, mate. Of course, I know how it is. I know how it is.
But anyway, Anthony were questioning. Big up, Stephen. Looking forward to the North London derby, but a bit worried. We need to stop Son and Kane. How do we do this? That's a very good question. If Son goes out on the left, which I think Conte will do, we're in shit street, right? Because we'll put Ben White out there. We won't put a natural right back out there. We'll put Ben White out there, right? The guy we paid £50 million to be a centre back, who then conceded more goals, right? 7 more goals than the previous season before he joined, right? And now all of a sudden he's gone from a centre back to now this makeshift right back, when we could have just spent 50 million on a right back. Typical. That's Arsenal business in a nutshell. But apparently he's really good. I mean, how do you think, Tommy, that Conte will tweak it a little bit to expose Arsenal's flaws?
Well, I think first and foremost, I think the best managers always they look at the opposition to a certain extent, but focus on themselves. And against Leicester, you mentioned Son. He has struggled massively all season. That's why he was on the bench against Leicester. It seemed unfathomable that we would drop Son, but we did in the last game. He came on. It was a master decision because he came on, scored a hat trick, and we beat Leicester 6-2. We were 3-2 up in the 73rd minute, struggling. So hopefully that's going to stand Son in good stead. But I can safely say there's no definitive that he's going to be great on the weekend, because you're one of the best teams we'll come up against. But Kane's been fantastic. Kane's been fantastic all season, and I'm sure he's going to go with a 3-4-3. Conte. We switched to a 3-5-2 at the start of the game. We're going to go to a 3-4-3 because our transfer window, the way we've signed players and sold players, we've signed it with a 3-4-3 in place. But I feel Conte will revert. If we're doing poorly, like we did against Leicester, if we're struggling, he'll go to a 3-5-2.
That's the thing. He'll change it tactically.
He'll
change it if we're struggling. But at the start of the game, I'm pretty sure we're gonna line up 3-4-3.
To tell the truth, right? With Ben White on your left, right, and with Emerson on our right, right. So it wouldn't make any difference. Emerson will do shit to Ben White.
Mate, Emerson's worse, Eugene. You and me know.
That's what I'm
Emerson's
saying.
Worse.
Yeah. If Ben White is on the left, right, and Emerson is running down on our right.
No. Ben White's on the right.
Oh, he's on the right.
Yeah, he's a right back.
Okay, there's a different thing. I thought he'd be on the left.
Oh, he's not a right back, is he?
The actual big battle that are one of the key battles, I would say, if you're including Kane in this, is Saliba and Kane.
Oh, that's true.
Right, that is going to be a major. That's a battle I want to see, because I think Saliba will have him in his pocket. I honestly do. Like,
how high do you rate him? How high do you rate Saliba?
Well, he's done it at Champions League level at Marseille for 2 years straight. Like, been their player of the year. So, like, and the guy's come in and he's been an absolute breath of fresh air. I think he made one mistake where it was an own goal. right? And it never phased him, not once. Where usually some defenders would just capitulate, right? He just carried on, right? And yeah, the guy's for his age as well is absolutely extraordinary, right? And he's going to be probably one of the best Arsenal centre backs that we've had. I can guarantee it that much. He's got that much potential in him. So,
Yeah,
but
for me,
I don't want to compare him to Adams yet or anything like that. But
no,
seven
no, no,
games,
no.
seven
I
games
wouldn't
in.
compare.
Come
I
on,
wouldn't
chap.
compare him to Adams at all. For me, for his positional awareness and the way he reads the game and the style with which he plays, I'd actually compare him more to a David O'Leary.
All right.
okay. I mean, I didn't know David O'Leary, so I wouldn't have known back
Where
then.
is David O'Leary, by the way? Since he managed Leeds and
He
Aston Villa,
is
Leeds
still
and
remaining.
Villa. Where is he?
Hang
He's
on,
a great manager.
He's still part of the Arsenal.
Backroom
He
staff.
hasn't left. Yeah, backroom staff. He's not left the club.
No, he's
It's
not on the
weird,
backroom staff. He's an
No, I
ambassador.
swear. No, I swear. Because I remember I was watching a show with Lee Gunner. I swear it was a Lee Gunner show, and I said that I think he said that O'Leary was one of the only players that was left when he first started watching Arsenal.
He was an exceptional manager. He was getting Leeds into the Champions League early 2000s. It's crazy. Went to Villa and then I haven't seen him since. It's unbelievable.
David Let me have a look.
But no, just talking about Saliba, I looked at him a little bit when I started seeing him play well. And yeah, I think he won, you were right, Marseille Player of the Year 2 seasons running. I think he won the French Young Player of the Year last season. He was in the Team of the Year last season, Saliba in Ligue 1, which is no easy feat. So, yeah, the boy's got pedigree. It hurts to say, but he's definitely got pedigree.
Absolutely. And that's why I can't say nothing higher than him at the minute. And yeah, like I said, he still remains the role of ambassador for Arsenal. So he's still part of the club in a sense. So there you go. He retired after 2008, I think. Yeah, so I think he retired from the backroom staff, but he's still an ambassador for the club. So, right, he probably doesn't say Arteta out, probably. He'll probably get in trouble.
Well, I mean, he can't afford to, I would say, but it is what it is.
But, yeah, I mean, how do you think, Eugene, Jesus, how do you think you'll cope with Jesus? Because Jesus' movement on the ball is exceptional compared to, say, Nketiah, and Nketiah is nowhere near him. If we put Nketiah on, you might as well just baffle your defenders up front because he ain't going to score.
You're talking about Jesus against who? Dyer or Romero or Emerson or?
Well, no, your back line.
Oh, our back line. I don't know. Jesus is part of the MCT lineup, right? That played against us last season. If he does get his chances, will he take it? That's the only thing. The weird thing about Spurs this season, right? We've had a lot of teams, right?
So far.
No, we have been having a lot of teams, right? Having clear-cut chances but not taking them. That's the weird part, right? So whether he'll take his clear-cut chances or not, which I think there will be a few, depending on what kind of style that we're going to play, right? Whether, for all you know, Jesus and Martinelli might even gang up on Emerson on the right if Emerson is playing. I mean, on our right, that means your left, right? If Emerson is playing. And that's the dangerous part of it, right? But if now the next question is Romero fit enough, right, to be Emerson's cover, right? And, we have Eric Dyer, right, who always turns his back on the ball, right? I don't know why he does that, but it is what it is. In the end of the day, if it comes down to what Jesus has to do, I guess it will come down to what Romero has to do too, right? I guess so. For all we know is that there'll be some crunching tackles in there just to tell whoever
Of course it is.
lost.
It's a North London derby. You wouldn't get away with it without it. We call it North London derby without tackles like that.
Yeah, crunching tackles come in to show who's boss. So I guess that's how it's going to be.
Stephen, I know he retired from football management. and actually retired in his managerial career finished in 2006. If you really wanted to count, the Al Hilal Dubai team in 2010, right? Then it's 2010, but effectively he retired in 2006, and the rest is history. And he should have a much, and like I said, he has retired from management. All I'm saying is he's still an ambassador for Arsenal Football Club.
Do you get
Yeah,
paid?
this
being
is
ambassador?
interesting. This is interesting with the amount of conceded goals. I mean, how do you feel like the teams will come out first of all? Do you think like teams will be at each other from the start, or will you feel this is going to be more of a tactical game? Because if this is more of a tactical game, then I'm even more worried because Arteta has got nothing compared to Conte on tactics. Tommy, what do you think?
If it's I mean, as you say, if it's tactics, you're going to lose. You've lost.
Yeah.
If Arteta tries to fight Conte with strategy, you know.
You say it on Twitter, though, mate. You get absolutely rinsed.
So If you go down that road with Conte, there's going to be trouble. The best thing Arsenal can do is stick with the way you're playing. I've seen your goals away from home, killing it, absolutely killing it. Other than Man United, 3 goals here, 3 goals there. I mean, Brentford in the last game, not the easiest place to go. You won comfortably there, 3-0. The smartest thing you can do is to, quite frankly, is to come at us in many ways. If you score the first goal against us, you beat us. It's as simple as that. I believe the best teams, if they score the first goal against us, unless...
Do you know what? I don't believe that. I still believe you can get back in the game with that.
Of course we can. Of course we can. And we've done it a few times this season. But unless we get lucky, I don't see it happening. Because when our back line is forced to move up, you're going to be forced to move up if you're chasing a lead. That's when gaps appear. And when you've already got Dyer, who's not very good in...
Dyer, who's actually Dyer in midfield.
Oh, he's terrible, but he's a centre back, so he's going to have to move up, and then he will leave gaps at the back, and then you can take us for the you can take us 2-0, 3-0. You can do what you want. So it's quite a cliche thing to say. First goal really matters, but in this fixture, I really do think the first goal. It's all about the first goal.
Yeah, for me, I'm thinking it's going to be more like I feel it's going to be more high scoring than that. I think we're going to need a couple of goals, like maybe 3 to try and stop, if we're going to win the game. For me, and Manny, what do you think?
Well, I think I might have said it in an earlier stream. It is in the midfield where the battle will be won, and I also remember saying the same thing with Eugen when we did a stream together for another channel. Defense is definitely where both teams could potentially have some liabilities. I mean, you mentioned Emerson as well. I don't know if Tanganga and Longley will be playing. I mean, Dyer should be coming back, but maybe Longley will be on the bench, I think. So Romero does look to be a bit of a liability, but then our defense isn't exactly solid. Having said that, you talk about the fitness issue. Fitness, as you said, Stephen, is not something that we can take seriously from the Arsenal staff, especially after what happened with Partey 2 years ago, as you said. And we still don't quite know the situation regarding Zinchenko and Černý either. Černý, as you said, might still have a bit of a concussion. If Zinchenko isn't fit, who will we have as our left back? That's a big question. I don't want to see Granit Xhaka.
No, Granit Xhaka.
I thought Černý was fit. I thought Černý was back.
No, he's got a head injury.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I thought he's back. All right.
Yeah, so
Mate,
neither
you got to admit, give it 2 weeks and he ends up like glass, he breaks.
Yeah. So neither he nor Zinchenko were playing for Scotland or the Ukraine in that Nations League match on Tuesday, for which I was doing a watch-along. And my biggest hope would be that Zinchenko would just be rested. But then the prospect of us having to go with a makeshift left back for this North London derby is not something I'm looking forward to. If I never see Granit Xhaka playing left back again, it will be too soon. Putting Bukayo Saka at left back would not be ideal. So where do we turn to? And as somebody said in the chat, I think it was Luke Morrison, putting Sambi Lokonga in the midfield would be a very big risk because he didn't really make one tackle against United at Old Trafford. So we missed party there. So we might very well be under the cosh unless we know specifically, unless we can have a guarantee that we can put out a fit squad. So we've got issues on our side as well. And I think it is the midfield where the battles will be won. Because for all of your talk about your defense, Tommy, I think you can agree that your midfield with Højbjerg, Bentancur, and even Perisic, they've looked really, really good this season. I've been especially impressed with Perisic.
Fantastic signing. Our signing of the season. I'm probably, Richarlison's been good, but Eugene will probably agree with me. Most consistent is Perisic on that left wing. He's been magnificent.
Yeah, but the problem
crossing
but the thing is that at the moment now, right? What I see is that when you guys are so worried on about your left, right? While you're playing, I mean, your left is our right, and we are so worried about our right. You get what I'm saying? So we come to the point we're saying that will we equal each other out? And if you watch Spurs play right, the past 5, 6, 7 games, right? The teams that actually know, right, losing the ball to Emerson Royale is no big deal. You get what I'm saying? He can't do shite with it, right? So if you have, I mean, if Arteta is smart enough, right, to put someone to actually go down there, right? Yeah, that's right. Yeah, not too loud. Yeah, if Arteta is smart enough and he knows what to do, right, how to manipulate the weakness of Emerson on that right side, then you guys will get some results from it, right? So that's why I was saying during the Leicester game, what Conte did was what he put Perisic on the right, and he put back Sessegnon on the left. But even with Perisic on the right during that game, right, during that first half, to tell the truth, I wasn't that impressed because Leicester still had 60% of the possession, 61% of possession, and we were at home, bro. You get what I'm saying? You asked Tommy. Tommy, were you at the game?
I wasn't at the game, mate. I wasn't at the game. I haven't been to the game.
But then to be fair, like even if you're, whether you're at home or not, you've smashed them to pieces, right? In the end, as George Graham used to say.
Yeah, you say, Stephen, you say that, but we were 3-2 up in the 73rd minute, and Leicester were going for it. Leicester were going for us, big time.
Yeah, but look. The thing is that,
and you keep saying our midfield. Our midfield, right, has been overrun by other teams' midfield for so many games. You know what I'm saying? So many games. Højbjerg and Bentancur can't
right? Here's my count on it, right? I've spent so many years finishing top 4 with a manager who's more obsessed with making it look pretty, right? And though we played pretty football, we never got results. We never won leagues with it. I'd rather play like shit. Get the wins and win the title.
So you're saying you'd rather play like Spurs now?
I love this. I love this channel.
If you're getting wins, right, I couldn't care how we played. If we won every single game 1-0, right, and it wouldn't matter to me as long as it means we win the title.
Do you know what? I love this channel. It's funny because we're arguing which team's worse, and we're sitting in first and third, and we're arguing which team's worse. It's brilliant. It's absolutely brilliant. But that's because you've seen years of Arsenal's failures. Me and Eugene, we've seen years of Spurs failures. So we're realistic.
Yes, we've seen decades of Spurs failures.
Yeah. We're years, you're decades. Yeah. So, let's get it right. Let's last time. I mean, Jesus Christ! Like England won a World Cup last time. You lot won a league.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's not. Yeah, that's not happening. That's not happening. Yeah, there'll have to be. I don't know who the next big messiah will be, but that'll probably be the next time we win the league as well, because it's going to be a long time.
Do you know what? The season that Tottenham won the title, the massive sales in TVs went up by a huge amount, right? Just to make sure they watch it on TV, just to make sure they click. It makes the sure to see the next one. Unfortunately, didn't see it again.
Yeah, that's true.
Sorry. Big up Danny, right? He's my resident Tottenham fan.
Back off.
Right, win at any cost,
Danny.
especially against these
I
Muppets.
didn't-
Who you calling Muppets? Yeah, who you calling Muppets?
Nah, big up Danny, big up Danny.
Where you're like, if you're calling us Muppets, what are you? Like,
We're Smuppets.
but yeah, I mean, yeah, I do you know what? It's always these games are always just you get pumped for them, and then once the whistle goes off, you're shitting yourself throughout the whole game.
But I like what I've been saying, right? During the other stream that I was with Manny, Spurs and Arsenal actually has a backdoor deal that we'll share the 3 points. We'll go there and lose to you, and you come to us and you lose to us. So
Bullshit.
yeah, they've got a backdoor deal.
No,
You
no,
don't
no,
know.
no, no,
Yeah,
no,
they
no,
do, they
no,
do.
no, no,
Hey,
no, no,
sharing
no,
3
no.
points is better than sharing 1 point, right?
No.
It helps up the points, right? So
Eugene, you might have that secret deal, but that's not on my plans. Right, you keep that contract to yourself. Right, if we go to White Hart Lane, I'm expecting to win. Like, but yeah, I mean, I don't know, guys. Do you want to do a combined 11, current or old team?
I'm up for current. I'm up for current.
Yeah.
I've done
Well,
it
for
before. I've done it
current.
before. Last time we was on both our streams, we done combined, and there was almost a punch up. There's almost a punch up when it comes to who you're putting in. Bergkamp or Kane. Bergkamp or Kane. It had to be Kane, but there was nearly a punch up.
We'll do
It wasn't
current.
a punch up. It was just a disagreement.
King Sait on my channel. King Sait left. King Sait left because I put Kane in. He left. He come off the stream.
Big up, Sait.
No, but that's the big rule. If you want to dish it out, you got to take it. I mean, like maybe
I don't know where
had some work
Sait's got
to do.
to. He was supposed to be on here tonight. But
We know Henri's there. We know Henri's there. Everybody knows Henri.
yeah,
Yeah.
Henri's.
But here's the
Henri's
thing.
We do current. We do current. Okay, guys, we just
But
do
listen,
current, right? Just do
Yeah.
current. Yeah.
And we also need to agree on a formation because I know that Spurs have been playing a 3-4-3. I don't know if you are happy with that, Tommy. So if you want to change that from a 3-4-3 to anything you want, be my guest. But let's all agree on it, yeah?
Okay.
Right, what do you want to play? Like, I usually favour the 4-2-3-1, which is what we do usually.
Yeah, I think that's fair because that's the most common formation. We played it under Poch as well. We played that with Poch, so I think that's fair.
Okay.
I think that's fair.
Guys, if you do 4-2-3-1, right? Dyer ain't going to be in there.
Oh Jesus! So in goal, who's going in nets?
Hugo Lloris.
But if Hugo is injured,
Nah, Ramsdale.
Oh,
No,
do you know
listen.
what? Honestly, hand on heart, I put Ramsdale in now. I'll put Ramsdale in.
Yes,
Yeah.
yes.
no, if Hugo is injured, of course, Ramsdale. All right.
We're not worried about injuries.
Eugene, look, the last 2 or 3 games, Lloris has been great. But other than that, second half of last season, start of this season, he's been okay. I think I like Ramsdale. I think he's a really good keeper.
I heard you yesterday, mate, saying even a Spurs under Pep, you would still not predict the Spurs win. Yeah. You're never getting me on camera saying Spurs are gonna win any game. You could be playing this town FC in South Norfolk, right? You will not be getting me saying Spurs win.
Yeah, and Dan, you know
Well,
what
that's a
happens,
shame.
right? Steven wouldn't even let me get on his watch along with him.
No, I will look, Eugene, if you want to be on a watch along, that's all well and good, right? But I don't care if I lose every single prediction show, right? I don't care. I'm not having it. Not having it.
Well, that's a shame. Well, you know what? I'm not going to be on the watch long, so I'm going to say it. I predict a 1-1 draw.
I was going to do the predictions at the end, mate.
All right, let's pick out the players first, right? We're playing a 4-2.
Yeah, let's get through to the. I'll get put your combined 11 in the chat as well.
4-2-3-1, right?
So we're doing Ramsdale in goal.
Okay, Ramsdale will be in goal.
Yes.
I'll give you Ramsdale.
82. What the hell? He's one of the best goalkeepers in the league right now. Right back. Not Ben White. It's not Ben White. Don't let me put Ben White in here, please.
Guys, we can't put Emerson at right back, right? Maybe at a 4-2-3-1, maybe he'll be quite good at the right back.
You
Honestly.
could put Tomiyasu.
No, Tomiyasu hasn't played enough.
We're just
I can't
going on.
even pick up- I
We're
can't-
just
I
going
can't-
on.
I can't
We're
even-
just going on playing ability. We're not worried about form or anything. We play
I can't
ability.
even pick a
And
right,
yet you have
right-
Ramsdale ahead of a World
Oh.
Cup winner. Go figure.
Yes.
If you're going to go down that route, then yeah, you probably have to put Lloris in, don't you?
No,
Yeah.
right. Fuck it. We're doing it right. We're doing form. Yeah. Fuck it.
Mixture. We'll try and balance it. I think you've got to try and get a balance.
Look. I'm doing a Luca moment. I'm flip flopping.
Luka. Yeah, Tommy, you should have been on my show the other day on Wednesday night.
Oh no!
It was just Arsenal, Luca, and Steven arguing back and forth all the time.
Oh, don't worry, they're going to be on mine. Hour and a half's time.
Mate,
Hour and a
it
half's time, they're
doesn't
going to be
make
on mine.
sense. It doesn't make any sense.
We were just
Right.
sitting there watching two Arsenal boys argue on the Spurs channel.
Right. So on the right,
Alpha
who we're putting
males.
on the right? Who we're putting on the right?
I can't
For
even
me,
think of
it'll
a
be
Spurs
Emerson.
player.
I think the
Oh,
reason why.
You cannot put Emerson in any team.
No,
You
no.
cannot
Hear
put
me
him-
out. The reason why is because I
I
think
can't
he's
even think of
struggling
one.
playing in. I think he's struggling with the wrong formation. If you put him in the back four, I think he might be better.
Might be.
No, that's fair because he's slightly a better defender than he is attacking, but that's because he's absolutely hopeless attacking. I've never seen a worse crosser of a ball. It
God,
really
he got
hard to watch.
nutmeg in the penalty box in Sporting Lisbon.
But Eugene's
that
right.
worked.
Eugene's right when he says Arteta. If Arteta focuses down the
Yeah,
right
we're gonna have to
flank,
put we have to put
He
Tommy
laughing.
Yasu in, don't we?
Yeah.
Yeah,
I'll
we'll
put
give you
him
Tommy Yasu. Yeah,
Yasu.
I'll give you Tommy
Right.
Yasu.
The centre back Saliba's in. I don't want any
Romero.
arguments.
Romero.
it's got to be Romero. You've
Romero
got to
and
get Romero in
Saliba.
there.
Romero.
Yeah, you got to get Romero in
Saliba.
there.
Yeah. Romero and Saliba.
No.
Manny, I heard you talk about David O'Leary earlier. The comparison with Saliba. He's a ball playing centre back. Is that why you said that he's a ball playing centre back? Would you say that's why he's a bit more like a O'Leary?
Oh yes. He's wonderful with the ball at his feet. Great positional sense. Reads the game beautifully. That's why I compared him. It was ironic, really, because it reminds me of an interview that Mick McCarthy did with Eamon Dunphy for the Paddy Power series, where Mick McCarthy himself said that if he had been manager, he would have picked O'Leary over McCarthy.
Okay.
But at the time, Jackie Charlton had a game plan in mind, which is why, McCarthy had to be picked. He and Kevin Moran.
Right. Left back.
Oh,
Sinchenko.
Yes.
Perisic.
But yeah, Perisic is not a left back. He's probably never played left back. Perisic. He's
Yeah,
definitely
he plays
left
as a wing back.
Yeah,
plays as a
that's
wing back.
It's difficult because of that. I'll rate Perisic really, really high.
Yeah.
But because Zinchenko's a left back, I don't know. It's tricky.
Sinchenko
I'd have
plays
Zinchenko.
more as a left. Yeah, I'll go Sinchenko.
Hell in picking. I hell in picking Davis, right? He can't play left back. for
No,
me.
you're not putting Davis over Sinchenko. You can get it stuffed.
Okay, I'll give you Zinchenko then.
Wicked. I love that. Oh, we're winning here. Yeah. No doubt they've probably gone for an all Tottenham lineup on Sky.
Well, certainly not on BT. They hate us. Our own ex-players hate us on BT. Genius, Hoddle.
It's Campbell.
They don't hate us. They hate Levy. Yeah. They're secretly hating Levy. They don't hate us.
This is why Hotspur had this is why you two didn't want to do an all-time one, because I put Campbell in there.
We don't speak of that guy. We don't speak of that
We've got to, mate. Arsenal legend.
Double. So
All right.
guy. We've mentioned Jesus and Judas in the same stream because that's what Campbell is to us. Absolute Judas.
All right. Next position.
We must win against those jerks. Big up. Spurs will win. Jordan, I liked you one time.
And I think someone put it in the chat. Lloris had more clean sheets than Ramsdale.
I'm not listening.
You don't need to. It was there on the chat.
Right. CDM. Who are we going CDM?
Bissouma.
Basuma's a good shout, actually.
For
I'll
me,
give you that
Ben,
one.
he's got Bentancur is a
Bentancur. Yeah.
baller.
Absolutely.
He's a baller, Bentancur.
Yeah.
Does a lot of his work behind the halfway line, but because he's both footed, he's so good at getting out of difficult
Who would
situations
play-
on his right foot, on his left foot. very
Saliba. No. Partey or Bissouma.
Bissouma. It has to be
Partey or Bissouma.
79. It's Bentancur 79.
Yeah.
What?
I know. Which one are you going for, guys?
Bissouma.
Partey or Bissouma?
Partey. Bissouma hasn't played very much.
He started one game. He started one game for us. He started one game for us.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
You'd have
He's not
to give it to
your-
Partey. And Partey
Then-
was playing well up until his injury.
Mm.
The thing is, Bissouma came on against Leicester and absolutely, he was a difference when he came on against Leicester. Absolutely patrolled that line, and of course, Son made the difference. But Bissouma coming on was a big substitution too. But I think you got to put Partey out of the two because I think I'd put Partey.
All right.
Who would go in the hole? The cam.
We haven't got one.
We haven't got a cam.
We don't have one.
Okay.
I
Ours
think
would
Odegaard
be
then.
Smith Rowe or Odegaard.
Odegaard. I don't know why I like Odegaard.
What about Højbjerg?
No, he's not a cam.
No,
He's
he's not a
definitely-
cam.
yeah,
He's
he's not
a he's more of a CDM.
CDM.
All our four centre midfielders are.
Yeah.
I think you're going to see Skip in 2 or 3 years' time. We'll be talking about whether Skip's going to be in this team or not because Skip is what a
Last time I heard the name Skips, they were a packet of crisps.
I've got some. My kids love them. That's what we've got above the fridge. They're addicted to Skips. But no, that boy's a serious player. He's had a lot of injuries, but like your youth academy is incredible coming through. Your young players coming through. Skips are a big one. If he stays fit.
So we'll put Odegaard in Odegaard or Smith Rowe. I'd rather Smith Rowe, but then Odegaard's been great.
I would have said Odegaard, but
yeah,
you know what I mean.
I know I'm gonna get a world of hate if I put Smith Rowe, and he's one of our own. To be fair, and everyone now doesn't like him. It's the thing. If our manager benches you, even if it's one of your own, you're not apparently any good.
I'm not happy with FIFA. I'm not happy with Odegaard 84, Partey 84, Bentancur 79. I'm not happy.
Yeah, it's crap.
But guys, the front three you can't argue, right? Son, Kane, and Decky. Son, Kane, and Decky.
No.
It has to be Son, Kane, and Decky, right?
Kane's going up there. Kane is going up there.
Yeah, Kane is the one.
I think 2 players are going up there from Spurs. Surely,
Son.
2 Spurs players are going up there.
I say Son, Kane, and Decky. That's it. There's not going to have an Arsenal.
It's Decky or Saka, isn't it? It's Decky or Saka, and we'll get to it. I'm sure, but
I'd say Saka.
I love Kulu, but I think it's got to be Saka, hasn't it?
Yeah, Son
I'll take
and
Decky.
Saka.
I'll take Decky based on current form.
We do love him, don't we?
Or maybe Son,
Decky,
Kane, and
rightly so, he
Richie.
is.
Son, Kane, and Richie. Play Richie on the right.
82. Are you taking a piss?
Who?
82 for Saka. I'm not buying this. I swear to God, I'm not going to buy this game.
I don't play that.
78. Are you taking the mick?
On who?
Well, he's definitely not fucking going in anyway, Martinelli. Whoever happens.
Martinelli's 78.
He's not getting above
Just
Son, not
discriminating.
in this universe.
No way.
What the hell? That's a joke. That is a joke.
Who do you have now?
Is this the new one? Is this the new FIFA?
This is the new FIFA.
Kane's got to be above 90. Kane has got to be above 90.
89.
Come on.
Look, FIFA 23 squad builder.
He's going to beat all
bullshit.
Premier League records, Kane. He's going to beat the England record in no time. He gets a lot of disrespect, Kane. He's got to be above 90. It's crazy. Crazy.
Rah, rah,
it
Rasputin,
wasn't.
Tottenham's got a goal machine. He's
I agree
Harry
with Danny.
Kane and he's got to score.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, we can't win a trophy.
Not yet. This season we'll get one. Don't worry.
You say
He'll
that
win
every
one when he goes.
season.
He'll win one when he goes Bayern Munich next summer.
Yeah. That's the common thread. Like
No.
every Tottenham player,
This
every
is why we need to win something this season. This is why we need to get into the top four.
every season the Tottenham player leaves and then goes and wins a title or a League Cup next year.
I feel an FA Cup go. If we get an FA Cup, he'll stay. If we get top 4 in the FA Cup, he'll stay. I think.
Right,
He'll stay-
so
he'll
we're going
stay
with
if
that.
Conte stays. That's all I can
Right,
say.
so our combined 11 is Ramsdale, Tomiyasu, Romero, Saliba, Sinchenko, Partey, Odegaard, Bentancur, Saka, Son, and Kane. I'm pretty pleased with that.
I think that's a balling team. I think that's a
I'm
balling
just,
team.
I just can't believe Saka's 82. That's disgraceful. He's 82 and Odegaard's 84. What is this planet on?
That's FIFA.
It's way better than Odegaard.
If it was FIFA 22, I could understand a new one. It's crazy.
It's a joke. Absolute joke. Wish I never did it now.
That's good.
But yeah, I mean, like I said, this game is going to be. It's not going to be as massive as the last North London derby, obviously, because there was a lot riding on that one. But
For the last
I'm still
NLB
expecting,
was
as
it
much as
first?
it's Conte, as much as like you are unbeaten, I'm still expecting the same thing to happen again. The usual thing, like, which
I
is,
told you it's a deal, right? It's in the contract. We already signed it.
I know you have a contract. It doesn't mean I have one. But yeah, we're gonna move on. Unless anyone wants to do an all-time combined 11, that's up to them. But
You do the all time.
No time for any of that.
We'll
Nah.
be fighting here until tomorrow morning.
yeah,
We'll
we
talk
would
about
actually, to be fair.
it.
Could say the same about your idol. We left Arsenal 20 away. Yeah, but the difference is, Dan, he actually won trophies at our club. He already won trophies. You know?
Invincible, don't forget.
And
It's
To be
good
fair-
banter, man. You've got to give Danny his banter. But do
Yeah,
you know
give
what?
that- yeah,
I'm taking
Danny's-
the Premier League over the Champions League any day of the week as well. I'm
mate,
taking
you'll
it.
take anything.
We will take anything. No, we will take bottom. I mean, we're still.
It's the Tottenham are like the charity shop. They'll take
We're putting,
anything.
you know, we're still, you know, we're trying to convince people that the Audi Cup, we won the Audi Cup a few years back.
Oh, no.
Listen, guys, this is a terrific segue into a wonderful debate which was here on BBC Sport. I know, Stephen, that you're not very fond of the whole AFTV shebang, and let's just take a look at what our dear AFTV glamour girl Charlene Smith had to say about this. All right.
Oh,
So
God.
she had a debate with Anna Howells from a Spurs channel, I think. Yeah. Why would a top player
Right.
sign for Tottenham, says Charlene? They want to go to top clubs that can win trophies. Tottenham don't appear to be a club that can do that. Their main man, Harry Kane, wants to leave every transfer window, presumably to win trophies. They do have a good manager in Antonio Conte, who would perhaps be the main attraction for top players. Arsenal, on the other hand, are capable of winning league titles, of an invincible season, and have accumulated a record number of FA Cups. We have a young, vibrant squad, add injury prone, and a fantastic manager in Mikel Arteta. He's building a team for an exciting future. Arsenal are a big club that big players want to play for. North London is red. And now you know why we don't like AFTV very much. Now Anna Howells.
Charlene, which one's in the fucking Champions League? Right? For fuck's sake. When have we
Yeah.
last won? She's making it sound like we won the Premier League only 3 years ago. We ain't won it in 18 years. Get over yourself. God, this is the problem. This is the lunatics we put up with. Tommy's on mute.
And Tommy, do you know about the Spurs XY channel?
Spurs XY. No.
You're on mute.
No, I don't. I don't know the.
Okay, well, this is the channel. We'll look at that later. But Anna Howells has fired back. This is a no-brainer. What would a top player look for? As often seen during transfer windows, top players want to play in the top European competition, the Champions League, where Spurs are competing. A top player would want to play for a top manager with the chance to win trophies. Spurs boss Antonio Conte has won 9 trophies, including 5 league titles. A top player would want to play with other top players. At Tottenham, we have a World Cup winning goalkeeper, the Asian Player of the Year, the goal-scoring England captain, and a Brazilian centre-forward. A top player would also look at the working conditions. At Spurs, we have a state-of-the-art training ground, used by international teams, as well as the best football stadium in Europe, if not the world. Spurs tick all the boxes.
What are you getting this from?
This is the Tottenham XY. This is the Tottenham XY channel, right?
Spurs XY.
Yeah, Spurs XY.
So
Okay.
we're going from the completely deluded Arsenal one to completely deluded Tottenham one.
Okay,
They're
so
all out
I'd like
there,
to
they're
get
all
I'd like to go to the Spurs boys now, Tommy and Eugene. Do you agree with what Anna would be saying here?
Anna's the Spurs XY, right? Anna's the Spurs XY.
Yeah.
It's true. A lot of it's true. A lot of it is true. You can't get away from it. Is factual. I suppose what's not definitive is what's the best ground. What's the is the Tottenham Hotspur way that great? What I will say is I used to scout, and Tottenham Hotspur way is fantastic. I spent a lot of time there. It's a fantastic training complex. A little bit like Cobham at Chelsea. We're just getting into the sort of 10-year, 12-year period where Cobham was built. Cobham was built in 2008. They started reaping rewards 10 years later, 11 years later. I mean, look at the players.
How many pitches you got?
I mean, I'm trying to think. Mount, Reece James, Tomori, Abraham. That's just off the top. Young players. So
that's only 2 pitches.
We're in that stage now at Hotspur Way because it was built in 2012. So I think
rented?
we're going to reap rewards. We're going to start reaping rewards. The stadium is nonsensical because if we've got a big stadium, we're getting £5-6 million every match day. We're earning, then it should be going back into the purse, into the treasure chest on players. But it's not. We're spending less than Forest. We're spending less than West Ham. £50 million less than both of those clubs. We're charging high season ticket prices. Eugene's sitting there with his Spurs shirt, highest shirt prices in the Premier League. It's outrageous, absolutely outrageous. So some of the things there are true, but and it hurts that they're true. The fact that we're earning all this money, but still refusing to spend it. That's why we.
Welcome to our world, mate.
At the end of this season, if we get into the top 4, we've done extremely well. I know we started off well. We've done extremely well.
That's exactly what we've been doing since we moved in.
Yeah, exactly.
Welcome to our world.
There you go.
You will be taking the piss out of it. Now you're doing exactly the same. So I love it. What I love is well.
But we've got Lady Gaga there. We've got the Joshua fights. We've got Lady Gaga. We're earning more.
Yeah, but you're getting all these sponsors as well.
We take away all this, right? We come down to what Anna said, right? We have world-class players. We have one of the best managers in the world. We have the best training grounds in the world, right? Would top-grade players want to join Spurs? Or would top-grade players want to join Arsenal? Number one, a top-grade player that would like to join Spurs, right, in the end won't join Spurs. You know why? We won't pay for it. Simple as that, right? You're going to pay what, right?
It's wages, isn't it, Eugene? It's wages,
It's the wages, it's the fees, it's all the money that's included.
Look.
We ain't going to pay shit for top-grade.
It's exactly what we were doing. Like look at all the sponsors we've got. Right, you had your latest one.
Steven, we don't even have.
Hang on, your latest sponsor.
Yeah, your favorite drink. I know.
Right, and it's red. Remember that?
Yeah.
It's red.
And AIA.
And white.
We're building an art gallery. We're building.
So apparently you're gonna be. Apparently it's gonna be the Coca-Cola White Hart Lane.
Yeah, when it comes down to the bottom line is that if we really want top grade players, the top grade players will come to Spurs over Arsenal at the moment because we do have Champions League, right? We do have the better coach, the better manager than
For now.
Arsenal. Yeah, for now, right? We do not know whether he's still going to be around end of the season, right? But in the end of the day, will the owners spend the money to get them? That is just the basic question. Even if the owners are willing to spend the money, even if you don't have the top grade, world class players around them, look at Newcastle,
He is.
right? Look at Newcastle. In the end of the day, what do we have, right? What we have, we can attract the players. But what we have is the owners are not willing to spend the money to get the proper players. Come on, look at this transfer window season that we just went by, right? Summer transfer window. All the Spurs fans were all hyped up. We got the job done early. We were expecting even bigger players to come in.
Yeah.
What did we get? Zilch,
We
right?
started off well, didn't we, Eugene? But that was
No,
No,
Tommy,
no, no,
I was
okay.
no,
hang on,
Tommy.
hang on.
It was deja vu in reverse. They
Yeah,
played us
yeah.
again.
No, yeah.
No, hang on. Look. This is exactly the same at Arsenal, right? Everyone goes on about like how much we're spending, right? We spent 380 million.
Steven, you spent
Not. Hang on. That's not coming out of, but it's not coming out of the owner's pocket.
Oh,
Right?
do you think
These fans are thinking like, and they're even turning to like not having a go at Josh Conke, for example, right? Because he's all part of this process and everything. But if you're looking at it, right, we make 115 million over a season, right? We make that money. We're spending what we're making,
yeah, but
right?
Steven, at least you guys are
But
spending what you're making, right? But for being a Spurs fan, right, we get scammed into it,
oh,
like we are
come
pumping.
on, you have
We
spent a lot
no,
this
we
season. You spent.
We haven't
yeah,
spent much, Stephen. Honestly, we
we
haven't spent
honest,
much.
we
Romero
haven't
deal was
spent
done
much.
last summer. People want to put the Romero deal in there, but the
Yeah,
Romero deal was
next thing
mandatory last summer. It had to
they're gonna
take
put the
place.
Kulu the Decky deal into this summer too. No, what I'm saying is that it's always been a scam. They did all the early signings, right, to bring us up because we had Conte, right? Then they
Anyway,
announced, then they announced, they're gonna pump in 150 million pounds of their money for football purposes, right? Whether it's on or off the pitch, right? But in that day, what did we get?
Eugene. Anyway, in the end, right? As much as we could talk about this for ages about the owners, this is North London Derby.
Yeah.
Fuck them, right? They don't know what it means to us, right, as fans. So let's, much as we want to focus on that because we love talking about what like the real problems at the clubs, right? Predictions.
2-2.
Jesus Christ, I didn't even ask everyone yet. Manny, what are you going for?
You've heard my prediction, 1-1. I'm hoping that both defenses will stand up and be countered, but I think that neither keeper will have a clean sheet. And especially if Lloris won't be fit, it looks as though Forster might be forced to make his debut for Tottenham. So that could be interesting. But listen, we have...
It's that you'd have to tell me that, mate. Take Conte right now, mate. Take Conte right now. When Newcastle start challenging his both Spurs, chances are gone. Yeah, that's another one we'll have to deal with. But yeah, Eugene, you've said
2-2.
2-2.
My biggest fear might end up in a 0-0 draw because we're all coming back from the international break. We're not very sure how fit and up for the players are up to, right? But it could be a drab draw. But of course,
very funny, Alex.
Usually not. But as I see it, in the end of the day, Spurs will sit back. Arsenal will pressure us like crazy, right? Then we'll get one up. Then Arsenal will pressure us like crazy, and they'll get one up. And it just go back and forth like that. We'll end up 2-2.
Tommy. Oh, Tommy,
cool,
what
mate,
are you
cool.
saying?
Right, prediction wise, you know, my heart tells me it'll be we'll beat you for the first time in 12 years at the Emirates in the league. My head tells me I don't want to see it. My head tells me it's sort of got a draw written all over it. It's going to be close. It's not going to be like last season, 3-1 and 3-0. It's going to be. I think there's going to be one goal in it.
Yeah,
at
there's gonna be
best.
one goal in
I'm going
it.
to say 2-1 Spurs. I'm going to say 2-1 Spurs.
That's not what you tweeted, mate. Hold on.
I know. I'm changing from
Oh,
minute to
Mandy,
minute.
give him a break, man.
I'm changing minute to minute. You boys, Stephen dissing his own club has, motivated me into a positive Spurs score. Let's put it that way.
Listen, it just goes to show that what you tweet
just,
will remain there.
Look. All I'm saying, unless you delete it. Look, all I'm saying is that, and I've said this before, is that I thought this time, instead of me being totally biased, I'm going to be a bit realistic. And so I've been realistic. And if people find that negative, well, they can go fuck. Yeah, if people find that negative, well, go and watch something else. And right, as simple as that. You don't have to watch it. There you go. Let's see what other people, before I give my so big up. Sorry, Statics done 2-1. Alex done with a joking one with 101 deals to Spurs. Big up, Jez. I hope you're doing well, my friend. I hope you've done had a nice holiday as well. 2-2 draw he's going for. No, loads of draws going on here. Don't be surprised if Conte plays for a draw. I'm putting my neck out and I'm saying 3-2 Arsenal.
Yeah, 2-1 the last time, right? Now it's 3-2.
3-2. I said 3-2. I said 3-2 on your show.
You said 3-2? I thought you said 2-1 like Luca. Are you sure?
Yes.
Okay, let's go back and watch that. Yeah. Okay.
I swear I did.
Okay. All right, 3-2 to Spurs.
Steak Man Alex has put his Partey out. I think that's a big one. I think it is a big one.
That is a big one. He's.
Oh,
I think that people are saying he will be fit,
big up, Steak.
but not match fit, if you know what I mean. Like,
for me, that is a big deciding factor. That is a deciding factor in the game tomorrow, because I do rate him. I rate Partey very highly.
Absolutely. I think Arteta will lose the plot again, and I think we. Come on, Luke, man. Come on. You can't say that. You can't. Come on. Like, don't do it. Don't do it. Anyway, like, we've gone on for an hour. Done our combined 11 predictions, everything. Like, I'm just looking for, like, do you know what? I'd like a fight in there, you know, like a good old fashioned North London derby fight. Yeah, like
you're going to get one, mate, because we got Richarlison and Romero playing. So you're going to get that.
Yeah, I'm talking like passionate, like go at each other. Do you remember the 4-2?
Yeah,
game, like when you were celebrating that corner and then it all turned into a fight. Yeah, I'm talking that. That's what I want to see.
As long as there's no pizza involved, that'll be fine by me.
Oh, mate, we saved that for Man United. But yeah, make sure we come to the end of the show. Thanks for everyone that's watching as usual. Manny, where can I find you?
Well, you can find me over here on this channel, just saying what I want to say and having a bit of fun and trying to, just be a part of the banter. In addition, you can find me elsewhere on other channels on YouTube, like Del Boy Gunner TV, Oris Talks Football, a few appearances on King Sait's Football Show, the Football Thought podcast with NS Sports TV, and of course, doing a few sessions and watch-alongs with Hanno's Coach's Corner, which is another wonderful channel. You can even find me on Twitter, getting abused by Arteta inners at Thangatherai1981. I've just followed Tommy, and I think Eugene and I are following one another, and I am following Mr. Featley as well. And on Instagram, if you want a more close connection, it will be Manny Thangatherai1981. That's my full name and my year of birth. And I don't have a YouTube channel of my own, but that could possibly change, so you will all be informed. And I'm just happy to go on other channels, say my piece, say what I want to say, let the chips fall where they may. And with that, gentlemen, I bid you good day.
Right, Eugene, where can I find you?
Of course, on YouTube, Spurs Region TV. I have a Twitter account, but I hardly ever tweet anything on it. So I just use it more for advertising the shows and all that. Usually do a Wednesday show, midweek show, where Steven will be on, and sometimes I'll get. I rather do a mixture of fans from other clubs than just having Spurs fans on, because Tommy will understand that. Our Spurs fans are either they're all too deluded or they're all too toxic.
Yes.
Yeah, you know that. So I rather Steven comes on. I'm gonna invite Manny on Wednesday. Let's see whether he's free to join me, right? And maybe I haven't seen Tommy in such a long time.
Oh, look who turns up, like right at the end of the stream.
Right.
Look who turns up right at the end of the stream with his specs on. Like, what are you doing? Like, come on.
I'm on holiday. I'm allowed to be late.
We've had a good time. We've had a good time cooking. We've had a good time.
Derby week. No.
I'm doing an Aubameyang. My Lambo.
How you doing?
Yeah, and I'm doing Arteta. I've got a whole dossier on you now. Like,
how long are you out there, Sait? Still there?
He's come to plug his channel. He's come to plug his channel.
That's what he's done. He's come to plug his channel.
I already mentioned your channel.
Yeah. But now I was saying, Manny, most probably I'll throw you an invite this coming Wednesday. Let's see what kind of results we have, right? In the North London Derby.
Definitely. I'll look forward.
And I'll bring on Steven too, right? And bring on Steven, but it's more fun with Steven and Luca. You get a lot of excitement going back and forth between the two of them, right?
Oh yeah, listen. If you get three of us on, I'm going to be standing in the middle trying to tell them calm down, because I do not like seeing them at each other's throats.
No. It's simple. He's the deluded one. I'm the reasonable one.
Yeah. The truth, Manny's the most reasonable one, I think.
It's tricky though. Because if we beat Arsenal, they don't want to come on. If they beat us, we don't want them on.
No.
I'm okay.
Great for everyone. A draw is great for everyone.
I'll have you on either way. You know me. Win, lose or draw, I'll have you on either way.
You call me on. You give me a call. I'll come running.
I'll
Tommy, where can they find you?
Well, you can find me at the Hotspur Hood. You can find me in 40 minutes. About 40 minutes time, we're going to go live. A couple of Arsenal boys. Stephen's going to be one of them. We'll have a lot of reverse banter, if you like, almost reverse banter to what you've seen here for the large part. But no, I appreciate coming in an Arsenal channel that isn't completely, biased. We're certainly not biased towards Arsenal, so it's always fantastic being on here. Thanks for having me. And yeah, if you haven't subscribed, we do a fair amount of neutral stuff as well. Hotspur Hood, follow me on Twitter as too. And as I mentioned to the boys in the back room, we're starting now. Well, I'm going to start a neutral channel soon as well. That's going to be into Rosie. We're going to have a few hosts, not just myself. So look out for that too. If you follow my Twitter, then you'll find all that. So cheers for having me, and make sure you subscribe to Stephen, Spurs Asian TV. We've got good stuff, all good stuff happening.
Wicked, make sure you do that, and I'll be definitely tuning into that new channel as well. But definitely would love to help out on that one. As usual,
Tommy won't start a new channel. He just changed the name of his whole channel.
Yeah. That's basically what he's doing.
That's what I've been doing for 3 years, man.
Steven, hold on. What was Tommy's first channel name? Think about it. Not even Tommy's Talk Ball. The first channel name.
I only knew it was Tommy Talk Sports. I don't know.
I had to think about it then. I don't even fucking know. But
you remember your first, even Tommy Talks About, what were you called?
Yeah, it's Spurs Zone TV.
Yeah,
Spurs Zone TV. Yeah. Anyway, make sure you follow everyone here. Make sure you hit the like button, you hit the subscribe button, you hit the share button. If you go to the beginning of the chat, I did put I will put in again Spurs for Asian TV's in the description, in the title of the video. Hotspur Hood, I couldn't get it to link on that one for some reason. So, but I'll put the link in the chat. So make sure you go and subscribe to that. Make sure you hit the like button, you hit the subscribe button on here, hit the join button for the membership, for the memberships, right? Loads of great content coming out. I will definitely do a highlights video, win, lose or draw, for the North London Derby watch along. Right, so that video will definitely come out at some point. I will definitely get on that at some point and clip it all and get it all sorted. So make sure you check out for that. That'll be midweek next week. Hope to have a full schedule next week. The predictions show, which is at 8 p.m. I'm gonna have to cancel, just because I've got a really chesty cough at the minute. And though I'm feeling bright as a button and bright as anything now, after my scare last week, but beside that, I still don't feel quite 100%. So,
Stop drinking the Coke and drink water.
I am drinking water. What are you on about?
You should the Coke can again.
Yeah, but I'm drinking water as well.
Coke and water.
I've got water, mate. I've got water in my fridge just here.
Okay, all right. Keep drinking water. Right, cut back on the Coke.
Yeah. I have one can. That's the day. That's it.
Okay, that's good.
Anyway, but yeah, look. So the predictions stream I'll get people to write down prescriptions and then I'll reveal it in the review show. So that won't happen tonight, and we won't have time to do it in the morning because obviously it's an early kickoff. But hopefully full schedule next week. But until then, everyone stay safe, stay well. Make sure you tune in tomorrow for the watch along. Until then,